give and take. You guys will talk, I'll talk, and it will be a fun time. So for this challenge specifically, we had a lot of different goals. To sum them up, what I heard most consistently was, first, I want to drop inches. Not from your height, but from your waist. Next, body fat. We wanted to lose body fat. And then third and finally, our weight loss, right? Those are some of the biggest goals. Next, some of the criteria for this challenge. Weekly meetings with me, or to qualify for the winning spot, at least 6 out of the 9 meetings. We did health measurements once a month and progress photos. Yep, the beginning and the end. Testimonial on what was learned or how you were impacted, which they were so great. We'll read them to you guys, but they were very impactful for me as well to hear what you guys had to say. You completed actions each day to create healthy habits. They were each worth 1 point, so majority of you did a lot of them, majority points. And then earning 150 was the minimum for getting first, second, or third place, of which you'll get prizes for. Overview of the challenge. So the actions each and every day were to help you not only create habits and to become healthier each and every day, but also just to keep you motivated and to learn something new. We did different things from eating fruits and vegetables every single day to doing recovery meditation as well as meal prepping. Now think back in your brain. Did you guys have any favorite actions that stood out to you or that really resonated with you? And I'm going to have you guys shout them out. What were some of your favorite actions?
Shout it out.
Eating fruit.
Good.
Eating fruit.
Water. Hydration. What else?
Protein.
Bonnie liked protein goals. Anyone else?
Carbs. I learned a lot about carbs.
Carbs.
Meditation.
Meditation was helpful. There was even a week on crock pot meals, preparing ahead, planning.
Jar salads.
Salad jars.
Jar salads.
I did.
Yeah.
And overnight oats.
Overnight oats. That's great. So a lot of new things learned.
New
and that was the
recipes?
point. Now, a really exciting place, that second bullet point, we're going to talk about overall stats. So everyone
Look at all that.
contributed to this number, but the overall inches
Lost the
lost,
person.
get your binos, was 53 inches lost overall from
Woo!
your bodies.
That's
Okay?
crazy.
Next,
11 people. 11 people.
11 people. Next was 74 pounds lost overall throughout the course of the challenge, which is great. And then percentage of body fat was 14.8, so a loss of 14, almost 15% body fat, which I think is wonderful. You also aimed for at least 30 minutes of working out, 5 to 6 days a week. If you were coming here, majority of the week, you were definitely hitting that quota. A lot of you were doing other things outside of that as well to stay active. And we also focused on learning how to track, planning ahead for your eating, your snacks, your meals, and choosing healthier food options. So just a little brief synopsis. Now we're gonna go over everyone. I know Amy, you don't look happy in the second photo, but also 6 in the morning. It's fine. So we're gonna go through the stats and then your testimonials. So she was down 2.4% body fat. She lost 5 pounds and dropped 5.25 inches overall. Little clap, 1, 2.
Woo-woo!
She says, I decided to participate in this challenge to help me lose some extra weight I had put on over the past year, which we all have, right? COVID, coming off COVID.
Yeah.
The beginning of the challenge was really frustrating for me because the numbers on the scale weren't going down like I expected them to. So instead of getting discouraged, I decided to focus on different aspects of the challenge. I focused on making my workouts count each day by pushing myself harder and celebrating the strength achievements that came with it. I focused on positive thinking during the weekly meditations and had some really amazing personal breakthroughs as I let go of some negative thoughts about myself. I spent time recovering and focusing on self-care, which made me realize I need to do better in this area. I also cleaned up my nutrition, and with Mallory's help, I ended up increasing my daily calorie intake, which is crazy, right? It's so amazing. She was shocked at the final weigh-in when I lost the weight that I was wanting to lose and some body fat as well. So what started out as a frustrating challenge ended up being a great experience. I learned that positive thinking and loving yourself for what you can do goes a long way. I learned that increasing my calories isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's actually a blessing. It's about fueling your body and finding balance. I wanted to just lose some weight on this challenge, which I did, but I also learned much more than I thought I would. This challenge ended up having a lot of layers of growth for me, and I'm so grateful for the experience. That was so good, Amy. Thank you.
Yay. Thank you.
Anna Lee, she lost 9.4, almost 10 pounds and
Woo.
6 inches total. 2
Yay.
claps.
Nice.
She says, I love food. Me too, girl. I love to eat, and more often than not, I I've chosen to eat what I want, when I want, and how I want. I've always had the mindset of I can work out, so I can eat. What I didn't realize is that I can still eat these things I love and see results in weight loss, a decrease in body fat, lost inches, and an increase in the strength my body has. It all comes in moderation and choosing the better food choice. During the duration of this challenge, I have continued to learn how important nutrition continues to be in my life. I've been more aware and mindful of what I'm fueling my body with and how my body reacts to these positive changes. Not only have I learned to be accountable to others, but I have learned to be accountable to myself and the choices that I make in regards to nutrition. These changes have made an impact on my life, and I will take what I have learned and make continuous changes in my life in order to create better habits and continue to have the energy to enjoy doing what I love. So good. I like that. So much zest for life. Annie!
Woo, we forgot to cheer.
She was down 2% body fat, 4.6 pounds, and 7 inches overall.
Woo-woo!
Nice. Good job, Annie. She says, this challenge has helped me with my stress eating. When I first met with Annie, I was like, what are some things you eat? She's like, I love vegetables, I love protein, I love cake. And I was like, good. She wanted to kind of dial in when she eats her cake. She says, I may have a bad day when emotional eating, when I had stress and vertigo combined. It made me realize I can handle outside stressors well, but when my body freaks out and I have little control over that is when I struggle. With that knowledge, I can come to a game plan for that. It also helped me become more prepared for coming back from weekends away, pre-planning meal preps to be frozen instead of just winging it for the week. The accountability is just what I needed, and even though I did not see the weight loss goals I set, I did have good results with body fat and inches lost. Not all change has to be on the scale. I love that. Huge, huge bold right there. Good job. Zach. Don't get vertigo. Zach went down 1.6% body fat, lost 12 pounds overall, and 9.5 inches. Good job, Zach. He says, I started the challenge about the same time as working out and eating healthy consistently for the first time in years. It was exactly what I needed to create healthy habits and be accountable. Like many, I get exhausted during the day and felt I didn't have time to eat healthy or work out or make smart decisions for my health. The challenge proved, first off, I can get up early and be a morning person. It helped me be accountable and figure out why I was eating unhealthy and emotional triggers in environments that made me want to eat. It also taught me the importance of planning and tracking. I had no idea how many calories some meals had and the bad nutrients they provided. For me, this challenge jump-started a life change. I did this for my daughter and future daughter and wife. I couldn't run or play with my daughter without getting winded, and now I have energy to be the dad I want to be. I can't wait to keep up 6 days a week of working out and life where food doesn't control me, where I can enjoy food and use it to improve my health and give me nutrients. I'm definitely not perfect, but having discipline, I think this is the biggest discipline. I think the biggest discipline was portion control, and no soda or candy is paying off.
Amen.
Yes,
Amen.
People keep telling me how I look different and happier, and I really do feel great. Now I'm focusing on my long-term goals to keep this going while setting new short-term goals. Awesome job. Brooklyn, she wasn't able to make it tonight. She's working, but she saw a loss of 1.8% body fat, 8 pounds, and 6.7 inches total. She said, this challenge has definitely changed me for the better. It helps me realize that if I just put in the work, I will see results. It has also helped me keep track on what I eat and how much. I now make sure I have every food group in almost every meal. This challenge was one of the greatest things I decided to do. Also, something else was she used to have about 1 to 2 Monster drinks a day. Now she's having 1 a week. So that was another big goal for her.
That's awesome.
Miss Bonnie, she went down 5.8% body fat, lost 2 pounds, and 4.8 inches overall, which is amazing. Good job.
Yay!
She says my why for this challenge is I know how good my body feels when it is healthy, which is so true. I am another year older. I feel my body changing as I age. My food choices have changed too. I accepted this challenge to learn what macros could do for me. The weekly check-ins with Mallory helped me prep my meals and be wiser about my eating choices. My fitness movement movements have also changed because of lower back pain. I have been working with Lori one-on-one to help me strengthening my core. I attend the group classes and do yoga. I am beginning a new life decade. Medical professionals tell me to continue to keep going to the gym and eat healthy. Stay Fit Training, thanks for working with me. Because of your programs, I do feel healthy. Oh,
Yay!
you could be on the commercial. Miss Lucy.
Woo-hoo!
Lucy, she was down 1.2% body fat, 6.7 pounds, and almost 5 inches
Yay.
total overall. So Lucy, some things that I noticed about her specifically. So she was able to cook and try new meals and adding them into her new weekly meal prepping. And are you okay? She also worked
She's like,
diligently
She's like, I think I'm
on
done.
portion sizes, measuring her food, also listening to her hunger cues, noticing when she needed to eat more. So like at work, if it was a busy or stressful day when we don't eat, she noticed those periods of time. Aiming for healthier snacks and more water intake were those things that I noticed she really dialed in on and got better at. So good job, Lucy. Miss Vanessa. So weight loss, 4.2 pounds and almost 3 inches total overall. She says, I have learned that planning and meal prep are key to being successful. Keeping junk food out of the house and managing when and where we go out to eat. Love the challenge. And I think that's so true. It's key.
I never want to go out to eat. It's always just.
Trophy husband.
Yes, no. Well.
You need a shirt like Will. Will has a trophy husband shirt.
It's so true though. It's finding those little tendencies in your life that make you want to break that and trying to push through it. Good job. So Sean, just over 10 pounds lost and 6.75 inches down. He says, I love the challenge. It was great to have accountability each week. What I learned from the challenge is something I've always struggled with, and that is tracking and managing what I eat. I used to train and run so much I could pretty much eat whatever and whenever I wanted. Since being injured and greatly reducing how much I work out, I gained 25 pounds quickly. Now I am losing that because I'm able to manage what I eat and when. Good job. Ned, so he isn't here with us tonight. He joined the challenge a little bit late. He worked mostly with Lori specifically. So he sent this to her, losing almost 12 and a half pounds. I've been working out with Lori, meeting weekly with her, and with her support. We were able to design a plan to help keep me accountable and consistent. Changing habits is difficult, and she was able to help me in small attainable increments. Thanks to Lori, these past several weeks have been successful, but I still have a way to go before reaching my overall goal. And will continue meeting with her for the amazing support and encouragement. I had a lumbar fusion 1 year ago, and Lori and her staff are very knowledgeable regarding training modifications while still allowing me to work effectively towards my training goals. Each trainer's knowledge, energy, and enthusiasm is unmatched, and I highly recommend FITT training as an important tool when looking to meet your fitness and training goals. So true, and it's so nice to come to a place where it feels like a community. Everyone's helping you if any modifications are needed or specifications for your workouts and nutrition. So before we go into winners and first, second, third place, etc., thinking about some of the things that maybe you gained from the challenge. If it wasn't the number you wanted to see drop, or maybe you didn't lose as many inches or as much body fat as you wanted to. Thinking about the other things that are just as important, I want to make sure you all can think of a few things before you go home tonight. So on that right side in the square, it says some of the non-scale victories. For example, clothes fit better, right? That's one of those non-scale victories. We have more energy. We also have improved endurance, sleep quality, fewer cravings, and we feel healthier. And I know a lot of you said that in your testimonial, and to me, feel better. Non-scale victories are improvements that result from small life changes. They may go unnoticed if you're only focused on the scale as a measurement of success. Looking beyond the scale is what we need to do to recognize these improvements. So are there any other non-scale victories you guys would want to mention that weren't on my list? Maybe things personal to you.
Like being more organized in other aspects of my life,
I like that.
self-discipline.
Because it all transitions into other aspects of your life.
Yeah.
I like that. That's good.
Mine's like the clothes, but when my belt loop goes the
One
right
notch
direction.
farther.
Every notch is
Like, yay! That's great.
Until you don't.
I also think
don't notice
stress
going the other
management,
way.
that's what Annie and I talked about. Your stress goes down, or maybe you have more coping mechanisms for stress. Any others? Good. Perfect. Okay, winners of our challenge. Are you guys ready?
Ready for this?
Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna start with third place. So our third place winner is Miss Jane.
Jane!